You're in the truck.
Now, why are you guys on strike over here? If you're going to go on strike, why don't you go somewhere where you can be seen?
Well, because
This is our garage
this is our
location.
garage location.
I see.
And if anybody
So-
tries to get in, we want to stop them from getting in or getting out,
Oh,
because they may send contractors or managers in here to take the vehicles out to go do our work.
I see.
So that's why, in case somebody comes over here, we can keep.
You don't really get that many people down here, though, do you?
No.
Not the first day.
I
You know,
Are
just
you
today-
allowed to strike anywhere else?
Yeah.
Could,
Yes.
I mean,
We-
could you
we-
go
we-
out to the Rotary?
Yeah.
and-
Yeah. We
Yep.
can pick at the
We can go
Rotary.
You might
anywhere.
want to think about that.
Right. Well,
Good.
we'll go all over the place, but this will be the first spot where they'll try and get in to pick up a vehicle to go out and do our work. So
Okay.
that's why we're here.
Verizon and the union that we work for, IBW Local 2322, has been negotiating since June of this past year, and we're about 9 months into current contract, which expired August 1st. So we've been working without a contract since then. Some of the biggest issues are healthcare costs, which the union wants to increase. I mean, the company wants to increase. Sorry about that.
Yep.
And we're trying to just kind of stay the same that we're at. We're not asking for anything more. We want to keep the current cost of living increases. They want to outsource the jobs. You know, another big company wants to outsource their jobs to Mexico and other places where their call centers are. They're trying to get rid of job security. They want to cap the pensions, or cut the pensions. They want to cut what we pay to 401k. They want to really go after the retirees, the people that have already worked with this company a number of years and have, left the company. They're trying to change their healthcare costs, change what they are covered for.
Now, is Verizon different from Verizon Wireless? Are they two separate companies?
No, they're one company.
So
Verizon is one company.
Verizon Wireless is booming.
That is true, but they're booming off the backs of the wireline company.
Well, you guys were the ones that kind of
Right,
laid
the
the
wireless
groundwork.
company is fairly new still. Without the wireline industry, there would be no wireless.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody thinks that you have a cell phone and that doesn't connect to anything, and that's not true. It has to originate from somewhere. So all those central office people that work inside the buildings, like the one we have on Union Street downtown, all that switching equipment, all the towers that you see around, all the fiber and the cables in the air, all that stuff still goes through stuff like that to get to the wireless.
What does it mean to the town of Nantucket to have you guys on strike? Or maybe it doesn't mean anything today, but what
I
about
don't
tomorrow and the next day?
Well, if the town has lines that they use E911.
Yep.
The E911 system uses Verizon's network. So if there's a problem with the E911 lines, they go down. It's Verizon's responsibility to get those lines back up and running. So that would be the biggest consideration for the town, is the E911.
And are you all the guys that work here? Is this all of you?
No,
right
Bob. I work here full time. Bob works here full time.
We're permanent.
Permanent.
I've lived here for 28 years working for Verizon.
Yep.
Paul in the blue hat over
Yep.
there, he works in the office downtown on 3 Union Street, the central office where all the switching takes place.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. And then the other 3 guys are from Plymouth.
Yep.
They are here on summer loan. They send people here for the summer because it gets busier. As you know, our population increases dramatically. So these guys are here on loan, but now since we're on strike, they're leaving.
So what do the higher ups tell you? What are they saying? Do they say this could be a long run, or what?
Nobody's really saying
nobody's
anything
saying
yet.
anything. Nobody
I mean,
really
it just
knows.
started this morning at
Right,
6
I know.
a.m.
I saw it actually on the
So,
news.
I mean, there was some good stuff yesterday that happened. The company wanted to use a federal mediator, and they called the union heads back to the table in Rytown, New York, and the company never showed up. The union sat there for 11 hours waiting for them to negotiate, and nobody ever said anything.
Now, do you think that they're in a position to you know, hire other guys in the
Well,
process?
of course they're going to try to hire contractors and stuff to cover their workload. You're not going to get the same kind of quality of care and service that you would from regular employees. It's going to be more slash and dash, try to get it done.
Is it possible that could happen here on Nantucket?
Absolutely.
But it's not happening yet.
No, as I said, it's the first day. We'll kind of see what happens. I mean, the last time this happened 3 years ago, we had a 2-week strike and we were back to work. So we're kind of hoping that that might be the case. A lot of times they do that, and the money that they would pay in healthcare costs, they kind of recover in those 2 weeks. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just speculating. I really don't have an answer for that.
You never know how long a strike will last. We had them last for months. They've,
Yeah.
4 months, 6 months.
This
2
has
weeks,
happened
1 week.
before then?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
With the same company?
Well,
Yeah.
under a different name. We've struck, like in 2011, we struck for 2 weeks as Verizon. I think it was, 2000? The year 2000, we struck for a week and a half or something. Before that, it was 9X, which was 1989, and that was 4 months. And before that, it was New York Telephone, New England Telephone. That was back in the late 60s. That was 6 months strike.
Wow.
So this isn't the first time. We've struck before, and it's
You're kinda-
part of
Being in the union.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Part of
Right?
the negotiation, part of the negotiating process sometimes. In
It's the fabric of America. I mean, really, the working
I was
people.
going to ask you, what are your, obviously you're union guys, so
Right.
you're pro-union.
Absolutely.
And but unions have not been,
Favorably looked upon.
that's
No.
right.
No. But without them, everybody's talking about the middle class, the middle class, the middle class. We are the middle class. I mean, those are the people that are the middle class. So without those people, it'd just be more and more outsourcing, moving companies out of the United States. It's just constantly happening.
Yep.
And I mean, it's really a sad state of affairs.
Without unions, you wouldn't have a 40-hour work week. You wouldn't have child labor laws. You wouldn't have overtime pay. So unions have done a lot for the backbone of this country, and they're not looked upon favorably these days. But a lot of people have a lot of benefits because of unions.
Okay, guys. Well, I wish you all the best, and
Thanks.
let me know if you need anything else.
Sure.
I mean, just
Thanks.
give me a call.
Appreciate it.
Coming.